me, Jess. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Today I have my 6 weeks postpartum and baby update video with baby Alice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it. So here's Alice, and she's actually awake, so I thought I would get her in the video. You gonna say hi? Everyone loves seeing you on camera. Anyway, guys, I'll probably have to put her down in a minute so that she can go to sleep, because she is going to sleep in my arms. But she is now 6 weeks old, which is crazy. I can't believe how quick it's gone. So I think I'm going to start off by talking about Alice and how she's doing with her development and everything. So what I have noticed is over the last couple of weeks, she's definitely become a lot more alert. When you look at her, she puts her eyes up towards you. Obviously her vision's still very blurred, as it is for babies, but it's like she knows and she recognizes all of our voices now. She turns her head if one of us is speaking, and it's just really sweet, really. So that's one of the first things I've noticed. Secondly, she's still waking up in the night, which is to be expected because she is still a newborn. She wakes up for a feed roughly 3 times in the night. Sometimes that's done by me, and sometimes that's done by Luke with milk that I've been expressing throughout the day. So sometimes I will express milk in advance to feed her, and I've also been freezing some of my milk, because if you didn't know, I'm breastfeeding, so I have also been freezing some milk just so that we've got enough stored for her over different times. And I'm very lucky to have a great supply of milk, and also be able to donate milk to the hospitals to help other babies, which is also a really good thing. Her sleeping's pretty good. She has a nap in the morning, then she'll wake up for a bit, and then she'll nap again, and then wake up for a bit, and then sleep again. And her naps are about an hour to 2 hours long, and then she'll want feeding and changing in between those naps. Obviously she's not teething or anything yet. I think when she does start teething, things like that might change, but at the moment she does sleep very well. She loves her Moses basket. She loves it when we rock it backwards and forwards, and she loves when Amy comes over and sings to her. So that's one of her favorite things at the moment, is just being with her sisters Amy and Madison, because they're both so good with her, and it's amazing. It's just such a shame that Amelia doesn't want to come and be part of this, because sometimes I really worry about Amelia missing out. She has also had an appointment with the midwife for my 6 weeks update, and they did weigh her when I went for that appointment and checked on me and everything to check on the recovery process, and she's putting on the right amount of weight that she's supposed to, which is really good. Okay, shall we put you down? And that's it for her updates. For my updates, I've had my first cycle now since I've had the baby, so I have had a period, which was perfectly fine. Obviously I had the long bleed after the baby, and then I've had a normal period, but that's all been fine and there's no concerns there. My supply is really good with the milk, which I just mentioned, which I'm so happy about, because even though I have breastfed 2 babies already, there's no guarantee that you will always have the milk to do it. And here is how my belly's looking at 6 weeks postpartum. So as you can see, it's nearly gone back to how it was pre-baby, but it is still a bit bigger. But I have been doing lots of workouts with Madison, and we've been going on runs and things now that I'm recovered more and I can start doing runs again, so that's going to be great. But obviously it's natural to put on weight when you have a baby, and it's my mum body, so that's fine. Now guys, let's move on to answer some of the questions that you guys left for me on our Instagram. If you don't already follow us on Instagram, make sure that you do. It will be on the screen now. That way you guys can get involved with future Q&As if you want to ask us any questions. So the first question is, will Alice share a room with the girls when she's older? Yes, she will be sharing a room initially. It all depends what happens in the future, if Amelia moves back in or not. But the likelihood is Alice will share with Amy, and Amelia will go in Madison's room if she decides to move back, because obviously she's older, so she deserves the room. And obviously by then Madison will probably be at university, because for the first year Alice is going to be sharing with us, and by then Madison will be at uni. But it all depends what happens, but obviously there's not enough space in this current house for Alice to have her own bedroom. Does Amelia like her, and when is Amelia's birthday? So Amelia has just had her birthday. There's been a video of that up recently. She just turned 8, And the second part is no, unfortunately at the moment Amelia doesn't like Alice, which is so upsetting, and I'm really worried about that relationship and what we're going to do about it. I just don't actually know, guys, at this stage, because I don't want to push Amelia to be with her, because I know that won't work, but at the same time, if they don't have a relationship when they're older, it's just going to be really sad. Next one is, will she act like Amelia or Amy when she is older? Obviously, as you guys may have noticed, Amelia and Amy have got very different characteristics and very different personalities. I have no clue what Alice is going to be like, if she'll be similar to Amelia, similar to Madison, similar to Amy. Who knows? It's completely unknown at this stage. She's only 6 weeks, so it's very difficult to tell who she's going to be like. How long did your labour last? So I actually got induced with this baby. If you haven't seen the birth video, I'd recommend going to watch it, but I got taken in for an induction because of Alice's size, and I think altogether my labour was about 30 hours, but I could be wrong. It was a very long time and it was very painful. That's all I remember, to be honest. Next one is, how much did she weigh? Alice was 8 pounds 2 ounces when she was born. Next question is, how has Alice been since the birth, and was the birth traumatic? I love your videos, by the way, I watch them all the time. Thank you so much. And Alice has been great. Obviously I've already said a lot about her, so I'm not going to repeat it. And secondly, was the birth traumatic? No, I wouldn't say it was a traumatic birth. My second delivery with Amy was a very traumatic labour because it was an emergency C-section. But no, Alice's birth definitely wasn't traumatic. It was just very long and very painful, but that's what you expect when you go in to give birth. Does Alice get on with Amy? Yes, they do. Alice absolutely adores Amy. Like I said, as young as she is, you can tell how much she loves her big sister. That's why I really would like the same bond to happen with Amelia and Alice, but I just don't know if it will, guys. But yes, Alice absolutely adores Amy, and Amy absolutely adores her. She always wants to help, give her cuddles and everything like that. It's really sweet. Next question is, why Amelia don't want to meet her baby sister? Why Amelia said that she hated her baby sister. I think Amelia has a lot of emotion going on because of everything that's happened. There's been obviously a lot of changes. Some of that's my fault, some of that's Ryan's fault, and I just think that she's seeing the baby as another change in her life that she didn't want, and it's really upsetting. But at the same time, it's understandable that Amelia has a lot of anger in that way. I just don't like how it's being directed at baby Alice, because it's not baby Alice's fault. Obviously she didn't ask for us to create her, but I think that's why she doesn't like her, because she just sees it as another change that she didn't want. And I can understand, but it's just very upsetting. When she goes see her doctor appointment, so I just had the 6 weeks midwife checkup, which I didn't film just because I didn't really think it was necessary, as I was going to make this video. And then she will continue to see a health visitor in the home for about 2 years, I think it is, or something like that. And the last question we're going to be answering is for Luke, and it says, how many weeks off from work to be with Jess and your new baby? So Luke's actually back at work this week now. Obviously, as you guys know, he is a consultant in an A&E, so he works in a hospital. It's very high demand. He can't be out for too long because they're so short-staffed and they need him in for work, and he knows and totally understands that. So he goes back to work this week, so I'm going to be at home with the baby and Madison and Amy, but it should be fine. Like, obviously Luke will still be around when he's not doing his shifts, but he'll be very tired, so I'll be taking over a lot more of the parenting duties while Luke is busy earning that money. And then obviously I will continue doing my business mostly from home anyway. So I hope that answers that question. That's basically it for this video. I really hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, follow us on Instagram and TikTok so you don't miss out being within the chance of featuring in our Q&As. And until next time, we'll see you guys very soon. Bye.